Hello, hello. Welcome to A Couple of Blerdz, episode 41. I am your hostess, comedian Jal Judah, and I'm here with my handsome co-host, comedian Regular Ass George. And on episode 41, we're going to be reviewing a lot of shit.
What's up, everybody? First of all, the housekeeping. We got our YouTube channel. It's right now. It's just called The Hooms. This is my old channel. I've been editing videos and putting our audio over it, doing gameplay or whatever. And if you want to watch it, people been asking about YouTube. It's on there. It's in the description. The Hooms. And then check the description for the number if you want to send in a voicemail. We have a giant one this week. It was 23 minutes long.
We just got to summarize.
It's 23. So I don't know exactly how I'm gonna edit it, because this is a little bit different. So I might try to like edit it down to like the normal 6 to 7 minutes.
Whew.
That's gonna be a task. She really making me work.
Winning.
Really making me work this week. So yeah, giant. You want to send a voicemail as well? 725-999-2704. Send a text message. I still got that call to action. I asked people. I guess we can start the show out with this.
God.
What was your worst date you ever been on?
I know.
But you want to get into it? You want to like?
I know you heard me talk about this on Clubhouse before. The KFC date.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you've ever seen my stand-up, I have a joke about my best friend setting up profiles on Plenty of Fish for me, right? So she actually did that shit, and she quote-unquote vetted this guy out, and she's like, just go out with him. You know, like I picked a few, just go out with him. First of all, you know that nerdy nigga, unkempt hair? They're just like all up on their head and look kind of dry, like nigga Goku. Mm-hmm. He had that, and he was like a big dude, but you know he wasn't.
Just making us look bad.
He wasn't too big a dude in his profile picture, and I was like, okay, you know he kind of.
Like you can't be big and musty. Like you can't. Come on, you got to pick one.
So like, I started talking to him. We chatting here and there. It's cool. It's decent because you know. It's Dallas. If you watch Love is Blind season 3, there is shit, vomit, and goddamn toxins in the fucking dating pool. Mm-hmm. So we're talking, you know, here and there, and he's a little clingy. But mind you, I'm in my early 20s, so, you know, red flag ain't so... What they say, you can't see a red flag through rose-tinted glasses.
Right.
Like doing little shit like, oh, I'm washing my hair. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. Like, I'm finna dry my hair. I'll call you back when I'm done. He called me 10 minutes later, like, what you doing? I was like, drying my hair? And I was like, I can't talk to you, like, because I ain't be able to pay my prepaid phone, but he paid it for me, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, we're going out, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, if you drive out here to get me, I'll put gas in your car, and I'm going to take you out to eat. Which, if you ain't got no fucking car and you got somebody driving you, which was like 30, 40 minutes away. I was like, okay, put gas in my car, cool. Take me out to eat. That's cool.
Right.
Y'all, I get to fucking DeSoto. And I turn down this road, and there's a gas station with a KFC. And I'm like, you know, am I in the right place? He's like, yeah, just come around the corner to the apartment complex. So I come around the corner. Mind you, at the time, I drove a 2007 Ford Focus. Not that sporty shit they got now. The little shit that was shaped like a big beach.
Yeah.
So I pull up, and he tells me the apartment number. He's like, okay, I'll be downstairs in a minute, right? Mind you, he lived with his fucking mama.
Hey.
He comes downstairs. He is twice as big as he was in his profile picture. Like, in his profile picture, he was about 250. Wow. He walked down the stairs about a good 432.
About a good $3-4. Jesus.
So he gets in my car, and mind you...
Don't tell me motherfucker like leaned. Motherfucker say,
it's a Ford Focus. It's a 2007. We gonna put a picture of that bitch up there too. So he get in my car, and like we just sitting there talking, and the whole time, like I'm telling you, I'm cute. I got the girls out, like my cute little baby doll top and shit, bitch. You know, mm-hmm. He's staring at my titties the whole fucking time. We talking, like he just. I feel the heat on my bosom. And I'm like, hey, I'm right here.
Hey, you put him out.
I'm like, where are we going? He's like, oh, okay, drive down the street to the gas station. I'm thinking, okay, he finna put gas in my car because I drove 30 to 40 fucking minutes to be out here, right?
You like, speaking of chicken breast.
We pull up to the fucking gas station, y'all. And he was like, look, I can either put gas in your car or take you to eat, but I can't do both.
Wasn't that the first thing anyway? Isn't that how he got you down there in the first place?
Yeah, because we supposed to go out to
like,
eat.
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
Because he's like, well, I don't have my car right now. Just, if you drive, I'll put gas in your car.
That was the deal. Like, yeah, you're going to do both, right?
Right, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, the fuck?
I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, we supposed to go out to dinner. I was like, okay, you know what? Me. I was like, yeah, I'll take the gas.
Right.
So I make him get out and put the gas in my fucking car. And then he's like, well, if you're hungry, we can go to KFC. Mind you, the KFC
like
at
in
the gas station.
Jesus.
Let me make some shit very fucking clear. And people try to bash me in single group for getting mad at this shit. I'm like, look, I'm not saying you can't go out, for fast food as a first date. I am not saying that by any fucking means. But let's just be real. We have been here together a year. Mm-hmm. We talked before that. Have you at any point in your time in your life ever say, I want some KFC?
I mean, it's kind of expensive.
But no, have you ever heard me say that shit?
No.
Okay, you didn't see me eat Chick-fil-A. You didn't see me eat Church's Pop. I'm not a KFC type of bitch. I would have been less offended if he would have took me to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But I was just like really fucking irritated. And I was like, I'm going to take you back home.
Right.
And so I take him back home and like he all in his feelings and shit. And I'm like, no, like you had me drive out here in the middle of the night. You said we were going to dinner. He's like, well, KFC is dinner. I said, that's a snack, bitch. That is not fucking dinner. And like he just have attitude and I make him get out of my car. And I was like, go back to your mama house, nigga, because this clearly ain't it.
That's a shame.
And so he got mad at me, kept blowing up my fucking phone. And I started talking to the nigga, but his fucking card info was still on my phone playing from where he paid my bill. And I was like,
yeah, one more month.
But no, I canceled it because I didn't want to talk to him again. But he was offended. Right. And I had people in saying, oh, you too good for KFC? I'm like, if you tell somebody, I'm going to take you to dinner, that's not dinner.
Right. If you implying
like,
it like
hey,
it's
we're
fancy,
going to grab something to eat. That's fast food.
Yeah. But like, no, we finna set this date. If you set a date, it has to be more than fast food.
Effort.
Yeah.
And that's not even, like, that's one of the top 3 worst dates. Another dude I dated, once again, early 20s, this nigga ain't had no car. What the fuck was going on? I don't fucking know. Why you on a dating site? So I pull up to his apartment. It's in a decent area. Pick him up. He's like, I want to take you to Cheddar's. I think it was like in North Dallas or some shit. Mind you, I wasn't necessarily feeling it, so I ate before the date. Mm-hmm. So I would be kind of full, so I wouldn't just be like,
Right.
So we get there. We walking into the restaurant and shit. He trying to hold my hand and stuff. Mind you, this is our first fucking date. Mm-hmm. Like trying to hold my hand and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And we sitting there waiting for the table and stuff. And, he just like, like when you hold somebody's hand with both of your hands?
No.
Okay, like give me your hand. No. Okay.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah. I'm like, okay. So we finally get to the table and shit. The bitch, okay, we in a room.
Were you trying to escape or something? Like,
I don't fucking know. I'm driving the car. So we had like the next table to us is an 8 top. So the fucking waitress is being a fucking asshole anyway. Mm-hmm. Oh, and we had to wait to go on a date till he got his income tax on his net spend card.
I mean,
which is nothing wrong with that.
Can't
nothing wrong
blame
with that. So we get to the date, right? And he's trying to make me eat. You like I ordered catfish because fucking that's before they start using that fucking cornbread meal. Which is stop that shit. It's not upper class. Stop it. So get the fucking Louisiana fucking fish. Whatever. Anyway, so like during the date, like he keeps touching my stomach. I don't like that. Mind you, it's our first time
making eye contact,
touching my stomach and shit. And I'm like, oh, fucking stop, bro. And he kept trying to make me eat.
He's a feeder.
Yeah. And then, like, we're sitting there talking. And he's like, yeah, I stay with my roommate right now. Me and him share a 1-bedroom. I sleep in the living room. The fuck? Hey. Then he was like, yeah, me and my girlfriend broke up. That's why I'm staying with my homeboy. Right now, I'm working at Chili's. But my goal is to get a job at Papa Do's once I memorize the menu, all the items on the menu. And I'm like,
right.
Oh, okay. And then he's like, yeah, my ex-girlfriend is pregnant, so we got a baby on the way. And I'm like,
That's a lot of lore dump.
what the fuck? Mind you, nerdy nigga, anime nigga, very knowledgeable and shit. Wasn't a crusty anime nigga at first, top fucking conversation and all this shit. And I was like, okay, after the date, I drop him off and I'm like, okay, Lord. Because he was like, oh, we're going to watch a movie. Just come over, watch a movie, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'm going to give him another chance. I don't see this shit going nowhere. Right. But, let me not be, because mind you, I have not gone on very many dates. Right. Like the dating pool, like for me, the dating situation has been fucking terrible. So I was like, okay, we're going to go, like, I'm going to come over, watch a movie, 9 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to, drop my daughter off at the babysitter, blah, blah, blah. So my cousin's like, hey, mind you, my cousin worked for the news channel. Mm-hmm. Fucking on call. She's like, hey, I can't watch her. So I text him. I was like, hey, and I'll call him. Hey, I was like, I can't come to the movies tonight because my babysitter is not available. So can we reschedule? He's like, so you just can't bring your daughter? I was like, nigga, no.
That's weird.
And I was like, yeah, we just got to reschedule. And he starts going off on me. I knew, like, that's what's wrong with you black bitches. Y'all always judging me because I don't have a car and I don't have my own apartment. And you're not even giving me a real chance. And that's what's wrong with y'all. And I was like, first of all, bitch, the fact that I'm even here, you should be fucking happy. And I'm not even a type of bitch like that. You know what I mean? I was like, nigga, I gave you a fucking chance. I was actually calling you to fucking reschedule and you done went off on the fucking deep end. I was like, nigga, go sleep on your roommate couch and wait for your baby to be born, bitch. Because this is not it. Mm. But yeah, you judging me because I work at a restaurant and I ain't got no car and I sleep on a couch. Oh.
He been going through it. He must have been like back to back rejections or some shit. It ain't no fucking way.
But I'm like, you not in a position to be dating. You got a baby on the way. You don't really have a fucking job. Like, you work at Chili's. You could only afford to take me on a date because you had income tax.
Yeah, because I was so quiet when I was in Vegas. Most of Vegas was me just living with other people. I was so quiet for a while. So, hey, you gotta work on yourself, brother. You can't be... Shit, was that it? I mean, for that story.
That's the only that's not like the other one was just tragic, right. So we ain't even gonna get into that shit. But
I got one.
If you're not in a position to date, don't fucking date.
I had one. I don't go to a lot. I don't go to a lot of dates.
I don't like. Let me be real with you. Us in a relationship, when we go out, this is the most dating I've done. Even with her dad, we weren't really dating because that motherfucker was broke than a motherfucker. Right.
The few times I do actually like talk to somebody, get them to come with me to go do something, it's been pretty good. It's nothing really terrible up until I moved to Vegas and I finally like made a profile on, I think it was Hinge. When it first came out.
Oh, God. The dating app that's meant to be deleted.
Right. So I got on there, and it was, like, pretty good people on there. I was like, okay.
That's how BLK was at first.
And I got matched up with two different ladies. No, I'll take that back. I got with one. The other one I met on a bus. The one I met on the bus, because these kind of correlate, because it was weird how it happened. The first one, met on the bus. I don't know how we got into the conversation, but we ended up having the same birthday.
Oh yeah, I remember you said the crazy one.
No, well, yeah. So the first one wasn't crazy. Same birthday, different year, but we connected because of that. Texting and stuff like that. That didn't really work out after a while. It was good texting, but then she wasn't into it. Plus, she was pregnant, so it was like,
God damn.
So I was like, look, I was alone, so I was like, you know what?
She can't get pregnant. She already pregnant.
Like I was like, what, 27 or some shit?
Just being a nigga, wasn't you?
I was like, whatever. I was like, hey man, at this point I am the stepdad. It's like
you are a good stepdad.
So I'm like, whatever.
You a good stepdad.
So I'm gonna try to talk to her, but it didn't work out. But what? So right after, at the same time, I got matched with another girl. It was on Hinge. Same birthday, same year. So
they're just being lazy.
So I'm like,
look, we just gonna match and see how this works.
So I'm like, so I was curious.
Somebody was playing with you.
So she wasn't like 100% my type, but I was like, I'm curious because I just to see what the lady version of me is, right? Like I said, she wasn't ugly. She was bald.
George.
But no, I say it like it's bad, but no,
George.
but that doesn't. No, this kind of makes sense for later on. She was bald and she was posing whatever, normal looking face or whatever.
You said this bitch ain't had no hair,
Right? No, at all. So it's like, it's cool. She was working it for the pictures. We talk and I'm like, okay, I got an open mic Tuesday. Would you we just meet? It's like we in public. It ain't really a date or anything like that. Just like so we can meet each other. She's like, yeah, cool. We go, and one, she's a lot taller than I thought she'd be. A lot taller, and fat hit different when it's tall.
Yeah,
too.
That
So
vertical, like if you vertical and you wide, man, them Amazonian bitches.
And so it didn't really, and I kind of figured she was like a little plus size from the pictures, but she didn't like show her whole body. So when she came up, I was like, okay, that's a little different. But how she wore her shirt, some of her stomach hung out a little bit.
Oh, I hate that shit.
And
if you confident to do it, yeah, but I can't. If my stomach got, I'm
look, I'm not a fashionista. All right, I'm not. But she didn't know how to wear her clothes, and that was the problem. It's like I'm not.
She hadn't been big long, or she was trying to be less frumpy. Because like when you, as a bigger person, when you trying to get comfortable in some shit, sometimes you got to go through some hiccups.
Yeah, I don't know. She just didn't try that hard. So to where I noticed and gave a fuck about it. So I was like, that's okay.
I'll turn off.
Right. On top of
this bitch
on top of wearing the worst fucking wig I've ever seen. I know I get on you about like judging people's wigs, but this shit was costume level wig.
You be getting on me, but they hair do be fucked up.
It wasn't like that. This is like she paid $5 3 years ago for this.
Oh, she got this shit off Shein.
Yeah, and just kind of like she just threw it on in the car and then came in. She looked like a drunk prostitute. It's like I was
she ain't put no effort in.
Like no, not at all. And then when she came, it's like it was kind of hot too. So that's why I really didn't understand. It's like I know you're bald.
Look, it made you feel a little bad about yourself, didn't it?
I was like, you're. I know you're bald. That was all in your profile. I expected a bald person, not this person who stood in front of me with this wig on. And then because it was hot, she just snatched it off, and that made it weirder. It was like you just did it in front of it. It's like not like a confidence thing. No, you just snatched it off like it was a fight or something. Like, so I was just weirded out already. On top of while I'm waiting for the open mic to start and wait for me to go on. Me when I do my sets, I like to be to myself a little bit.
I know.
So, but this is one of them times I couldn't be by myself, so I just had to wing it. So
you know that I know that shit hit your self-esteem.
What?
Huh.
I know. I don't know. It didn't really affect. It was just more like I need to get this night over with type thing. It's like this ain't gonna work out, man. And it wasn't even. And I was finna invite her over to at the time the rapper's house.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we was finna watch. We was watch. I don't know what the fuck we was gonna watch. It was some anime, right? He was like, "Hey, we gonna watch this." I'm like, "No, I'm glad I didn't do that first." But then I would have been stuck with that, and she know where I live. So, but no, the whole time I'm waiting for my set to come up. She's big into what is it, astrology or is it? Yeah. So she's like, "Oh, okay, great, all right. So, what time were you born?" I was like, 9 p.m. I think. She was like, okay, so you're this and that type of person. You
remind me of that meme to my mind. What time was I born? Stop talking to that girl.
I'm like, so this is the first time that's happened because I met another girl who was kind of like spiritual, but I actually liked her. She was different. She wasn't like trying to force it on me. And the problem with this one and astrology, I don't have a problem with it. It's just she was dead on it. She was serious about it. It's like you're like this and you're acting like this because of that. It's like, no, I might be a little distant because you're fucking weird. It's like this is weird. This is like
it's you, bitch.
Like then, fast forward, I did my set. I fucking bombed.
I mean, I can understand why.
I bombed hard. I'm like, not terrible, like super hard, but I bombed. And I was thinking about that the whole night. the whole time we was still talking, and I walked her to the bus and whatever, and she was like, "Oh, you just don't like me because I'm big," or she was just making. She was like super low confidence.
I'm like, no, bitch, you're weird.
I'm like, no,
you
you
with the homeless bitch, bro.
I'm like, the homeless one wasn't even that bad. Jesus, I get into that. I guess that wasn't even a bad date. She was cool. Yeah, but she just kept just really low confidence, and it's
like, oh, dude, you don't want me because I ain't got no car.
Yeah,
like,
so I was like, no, it's not that at all. And like I even said, it's like because I bombed, I just get into my head. I'm like, I was missing lines and skipping lines and shit like that.
She had you flustered.
So I was like, I'm just in my head right now, right?
That's why I bring people to mics.
And she was just like, the rest of the, she just like kept egging on. Okay, Dizzly, you're acting like this because of this and that. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not because I don't like you or anything like that. Because
weird bitch.
Because I can. She was a little ugly, but it's like I can deal with that because who the fuck am I to judge, right? Well, I can deal with that. But the personality part, the conversations, I just couldn't deal with it. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with this. So I was nice enough to still walk because it was like midnight. I still walk her to this public bus station, right, and waited for her bus that came like an hour late. Waited till she got on the bus, and then I took my ass home. But I stopped talking to her immediately after that. I was like, this ain't gonna fucking work at all.
Cause it don't be nothing worse than somebody throwing all their insecurities on you.
She was like, "Oh, easy because of my hair." I was like, a little bit. Now, honestly, it was a little bit of the hair, because it was like it's not the bald. It was you bringing this messy wig and then not committing to it,
right?
Because you gave up immediately once you got here. It was just so. I think I did a joke about her like 3 weeks after that, and just like hey, yeah, this happened. I don't know if y'all saw me with this person, but
y'all don't expect this shit.
But yeah, I think that's the only date I can think of that was like that stuck with me. I was like, this is terrible.
That shit sound like you stuck like a bed boot.
Yeah, it's like same with like how Target how they treated me. That stuck with me like that. It's like it's been 3 years.
God damn, you still hate Target.
Yeah, I don't
they
like
got a dope ass section of black authors.
I hope she's doing well. I hope she fucking figured her life out because we the same age exactly. So yeah.
I'm like, bitch, if we was born in the same goddamn day, we should both not be as fucked up as
yeah, okay, so yeah, the insecurity thing, yeah, I did think about that. I was like, do I act like this? Like,
you know what's funny? Remember that guy you met at my show?
Yeah.
The one that I was supposed to go out with, but he got like stood me up and shit. Y'all got the same birthday.
Yeah, I think you told me, yeah.
It's mine first. I was like, nigga, you can keep that shit.
Hey. Yeah.
If you listen to this, yeah, nigga, I'm talking about you.
Damn, yeah, she was so show like that really threw me off. That was the first red flag. Time?
You ever had somebody hook you up with somebody and they so fucking raggedy? You like, damn, is this what you think about me?
Right.
Cause my homegirl tried to hook me up with this dude at her job. Mind you, like when I say I was a single friend, I was fucking single friend. So she's like, hey, it's this dude that work at my job. He likes anime. You like anime. So you a big bitch. He a big bitch. Maybe y'all should talk. And
y'all like one thing in common. So
let me tell you something.
Y'all should have kids.
She sent a picture, and this nigga was big and black and ugly. It ain't nothing worse than a big black ugly nigga with a lot of fucking hair on his head.
Cause you know how like the black. I think I kind of got it a little bit too. You know that kind of black.
Oh, the diabetes black.
Yeah, you talking about that kind of black?
No, he was the color of your shirt type of black, and then he had like a lot of hair. And he wore them thick ass knit beanies.
Yeah.
But you know how hot it is.
Yeah.
In fucking Texas. So we were
I don't even keep mine on.
Talking a little bit, like, oh, what anime, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, let's go out to the movies. And I'm like, look at my face. I'm like, ugh. And my homegirl's like, just go out with him. So I'm like, okay. And we setting the shit up. And then all of a sudden, I get a text message. Mind you, this is like the early 2000s. So, you know, phones wasn't phoning like they phone now. And I ain't had no iPhone in. I still had whatever the fuck type of goddamn...
Shit, was the iPhone even out?
Yeah, it was the first iPhone. Shut up. Because my homegirl had it. It took us 20 minutes to figure out how to cut that bitch off. He sends me a dick pic. And I'm just like...
Yeah.
Nigga, ew, I didn't want to see your face. Why would I want to see your dick? And he's like, oh, my bad. I was trying to email that to myself.
Email?
So I immediately called my homegirl. I'm like, bitch, this nigga just sent me a dick pic. And now that I think about it, it was like a light-skinned dick with like a pink tip. I was like, this can't be his fucking dick. There's no
That's the
fucking
only thing I
goddamn
clean.
way. Unless that motherfucker just ain't seen fucking sunlight. And then I was like, yeah, nigga, this not cool. And so my homegirl was like, oh, yeah, he said you were being thirsty and, like, hitting on him and saying all this stuff and trying to be sexual. I was like, bitch, his ugly ass sent me a dick pic. I ain't want to talk to this nigga in the first fucking... Like, my self-esteem was so low after she hooked me up with that nigga. I was like, bitch, why the fuck would you do that?
Sending a dick pic on... That's confidence. I'm jealous of.
Oh, yeah. If you live in Texas, it's illegal to send dick pics now. You can be fined. So keep your dick to yourself unless somebody asks. I'm sorry. That shit made me mad.
I think I sent one. And I sent it one. I think when I was first talking to my ex, right? The first time talking, she the first person who asked, like, hey, send me one, right? Because she'd been sending, like, titty pics and whatever, right?
You sure wouldn't send me one.
So I'm like, okay. She finally convinced me. I'm like, all right, I'll send one. Sent it, whatever. And I forgot to delete it off my, like, photos.
No, you
So when I was, like, going, like, looking for, I don't know if looking for memes or, like, pictures or whatever, nobody saw it.
It just popped up.
I just popped up. I'm like, who dick is? Oh, this my.
You didn't recognize your own dick, bro.
No, it was just like popped up. It was just like pictures of like a house. It was like a car.
Anime,
memes, penis. I'm like, oh, because I forgot I had it. I forgot I took it. I was like,
God.
oh, who did? Oh.
I don't know if I should tell this story because, like, one time my cousin was showing me something. He's like, don't swipe in my phone. And I swiped into a folder, and it was nothing but dicks. And I was like...
Oh, you hit a folder. Oh, my God.
I was like... Look, George, I was like...
Oh, my God. Somebody did that at Walgreens. Somebody did that at Walgreens.
Wanted some pictures printed.
Yeah, back when I was working there. It happens a lot, too.
I know.
They'll put it in and just like, oh, I forgot it, and like try to cover it up. I'm like, I already saw it. Like, just you want
Somebody's talking about how some 70-year-old lady came printing nudes for a calendar. Bitch, do this shit at your house.
Right.
Get a printer.
Like, no, I was about to say do it on the app, but like, then I gotta look at it. Like,
you know what? Speaking of dating, she getting to the age, George.
I mean, yeah.
How the fuck how we gonna handle this shit?
That's their problem. They gonna get strapped with her.
Nah. That's all they better fucking get.
I mean, yeah,
I got classmates that are grandparents, so this shit scares me.
Honestly, it's just kind of just got to go with the flow, honestly.
I have a classmate, she is 33, she has 2 grandchildren.
I mean, look, the only thing I can, just based off what I see on the internet or whatever, is no matter what we say, they're going to make their own decision.
Well, she saw a pig penis day before yesterday when they was dissecting the pig, and it freaked her the fuck out. So I think we're pretty good for right now.
Just tell her that's how they all look.
She said it was underdeveloped and it was like squishy and it looked like, I said, "Moo, it's a piglet." She said,
what she mean by underdeveloped?
She said, that is penis? And she said, is that its anus? I was like, good God. Oh God, when they was at fucking sex education and she kept trying to figure out what a prostate was.
Yeah. Yeah, she asked us. She asked me.
She asked you a man.
I was like, shit, I don't know yet.
You gonna find out in about 10
eventually.
years.
Yeah, I know eventually some doctor gonna have to. I watched that episode of Family Guy.
I can practice on you if it make you
No, thank you.
You feel bonita?
No. You can get near it, you fucking just alarm start going off.
Yeah, I know. I touch your butt like you got a cue. Hey, stop playing, goddammit. You like the super masculine quit playing, bitch.
No, it ain't that. It's just like you be sneaking up on me, and then cause the problem is it's not so much a touch. It's more like you. Every time you get behind me, you just like poke, like right when I'm not really paying attention.
I know it's kind of fun sometimes.
Some motherfuckers used to wake me up like that too, like that fucking. Because I hate to keep bringing up my ex, but she did that shit when I was asleep. I'd be like dead sleep. Instead of just like, hey, George, I'll wake up. I can hear you.
Yeah, I know, because I was saying the door like, babe. You be like, huh?
Oh yeah, I can filter everything else out, but then if you say my name, I'm gonna wake up.
Yeah,
but for some
sleep through goddamn thunderstorm.
for some fucking reason, she'll wait until I'm like deep in my sleep and try to wake me up. She'll poke me in my fucking liver,
bitch,
and that shit'll fucking jolt me up and wonder why I'm like furious. I'm like, you just woke me up and you'd be pissed off that I'm mad. I'm like, fuck off, man. I'm like. Oh, yeah, one time she did it and then tried to give me, she was like, oh, here's some vitamins. I'm like, get the fuck out my face, man.
Let me irritate you.
This is like fucking, this was when I was working 2 jobs.
That bitch had munch houses.
Working Walmart and Walgreens.
When she wanted you to pay for the whole wedding in the house.
Yeah, so like I'm tired as fuck. Like I'm sleepy as hell. And finally, weekend come by, sleep, poke me. Here's some vitamins. Shut the fuck up. Get away from me. Oh, and just fucking walk off all fast. Ah, Jesus. Why am I?
You done got mad. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about it.
Because it was unnecessary. You know, like, what the fuck?
Stop thinking about it. Oh, goodness.
Okay. I guess it's a good time to talk about the voicemail.
Oh, okay.
Because we kind of got sidetracked immediately with the date and
it's
stuff.
a good topic. We can still talk about this shit.
The voicemail. Girl, what the fuck? 23 minutes.
And 46 seconds.
Jesus. I thought you was going to send in like 7-8 minutes or some shit.
Yo, look.
Obviously, I can't. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I don't know how.
We gonna upload it as a bonus.
Yeah, like a bonus episode or something like that, and put it at the end of something. But
okay, so the deal is my cousin, because you briefly heard us speak about it on another episode.
Yeah, like last episode. Yeah.
So my cousin, she's tatted up from head to fucking toe. That's why I gotta stop hanging out with young people, because I hung out with her when got a fucking tattoo. My good vibes tattoo from my cousin Cameron, rest in peace. So she found this girl. I don't even know. I'm following the bitch on Twitter.
Oh,
the girl that's supposed to do it. I don't even know when I started following this bitch, but she's local, so probably one of them things. Well, to the state. So my cousin was supposed to go get a tattoo. Christmas Eve, she hit this girl up. She's like, I want to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil tattoo, but I don't want the stereotypical tattoos. When I hear that, I think of the monkeys.
All right.
With the hands and shit, or the little panda bears or some shit. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I want something different. I don't want to just go on Etsy and see my fucking tattoo, which is understandable, as I got a fucking tattoo of a fucking sticker on my arm. And like the girl's like, oh, I got it. Just send it. I'm going to design it for you. I need a deposit of $175 to lock in your date and time. Mm-hmm. Then the rest of it is going to be $325 because the tattoo altogether is $500. Mind you, it's basically half a sleeve because it's on the bottom part of my arm.
How big it was, I saw it.
So she sends her the picture that she has an idea, beautiful African girl, but she wants modifications to it. The girl's like, yeah, I can modify it, no problem. I'll see you on December 18th.
And what she edited was something I could do.
But it was from Etsy. Like my cousin gave it to her as an example.
Yeah.
This is something similar. The girl just took the picture and edited it.
Yeah, and took like some pieces off of it.
She took it was like an elephant on it. And she took the elephant out, and then she put the shh on the... But it's still not hear no evil, see no evil, because the bitch ears still open, her eyes still visible.
Right, it's just a insane...
It'd been different if it was like an Erykah Badu type of girl with headphones on and with glasses, hear no evil, see no evil, then the finger over... Like, it could have been done creative. She could have done so much stuff with that.
You know what I'm thinking of? Thinking of like Medusa. Like a Medusa head, and have the snakes covering the mouth, the ears, and then obviously you can't look in her eye.
Medusa tattoo has its own meaning, right?
What?
It's a SA survivor tattoo.
Oh.
So yeah.
Why do you always pick what?
Well, because Medusa
because her story.
Great.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
So,
yeah. Okay, I forgot.
Like if you see somebody with a Medusa tattoo, typically it's someone who was a survivor of sexual assault.
It makes sense. Because when I think of Medusa, the first thing, me personally, because I think of like God of War. I don't know why.
Well, because she became Medusa because she was raped by in the temple.
Yeah, I know the story. It just didn't. It didn't click right away.
So she just wanted this really cool concept of tattoo. The girl's like, okay, yeah. So 3 days, we'll get the tattoo for you 72 to 24 hours before. So mind you, the conversation started getting. My cousin pays in full. Which I told her, don't you ever fucking prepay for a tattoo like that again if it's somebody you've never gone to. Mind you, the girl got good reviews. Her, her online shit is popping, which we got to talk about that. How people be popping on Instagram and shit, but then when you get there, the customer service ain't customer service.
Dog shit.
So, as time goes on, mind you, she did it a month in advance. She's like, I'm going to get a hotel room because it's a 3-hour drive. I'm going to make it a whole fucking weekend around getting this tattoo. So time go, the communication gets iffy. Mm-hmm. So the girl's assistant starts sending my cousin different photo ideas. She's like, what about this? Which was a Buddha. She's like, I already told you I didn't want that. She sent something else. She's like, I already told you I don't want that. And she's like, oh, my bad. Those weren't your tattoos. Those were someone else's who had the same area code as you. My bad.
It's a weird lie.
That shit was red flag central.
Right.
So she finally sends this Photoshop picture. Let me mind you, the original picture like a coloring book photo. Mm-hmm. If I send you a picture, freehand that shit. Give me an original rendering of your idea of this shit,
Right.
So her time comes, her date and time comes for the tattoo. Mm-hmm. She don't even got the sketch. Her appointment passed. The girl still messaged her at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like your cousin wasn't late. She was on time. It was a tattoo artist.
Right, because you supposed to get it done at 2 o'clock on the 18th. It's 10 o'clock and y'all still messaging me sketches. And y'all don't send me the correct 1 to 3 in the morning. Mind you, at that point, you should have refunded her $175.
Right. Because
my $175 is a deposit to lock in the date and the time. So she tells him, I'm not comfortable getting this tattoo at this point. And, the assistant like, oh, I'm sorry about the communication. My bad. I understand. We can work it out. She worked really hard to update your picture, which she fucking didn't. And they were just being, like, real weird. And my cousin was like, I want my money back. And they're like, well, you can only have $325 back.
Right.
She was like, why am I only getting $325 back when you missed the date and you missed the time? And she was like, well, I put in work updating the sketch. That's the bare ass minimum. The deposit wasn't for the sketch. You said it was for my time.
It's not even a sketch. It's not you didn't do it.
Right, you photoshopped the fucking sketch.
Because like I said, the picture you showed me, I could have done that.
I could look the original picture up on Etsy right now, and it's barely any difference.
Yeah, I like easy. Like I'm not even like a professional.
I couldn't even tell if it was the middle finger or the forefinger. She going. Shh. I was like, what the fuck? So they going back and forth. She's like, I want my money back, and I'm telling her, look. At this point, contact the owner of the tattoo shop. So she reaches out. She sends information. She's like, look, I want my money back because I didn't miss the appointment.
Right.
Which somebody was talking about how these Instagram stylists will cancel your appointment, keep your deposit, and then charge you a cancellation fee.
Right.
So it's like similar to that. So the guy was like, she going to give you your money back. If she don't give you it back, I'm going to refund you and it's going to come out of her, account. Mm-hmm. And he's like, because you had such a bad experience, I'm going to give you a free tattoo. I'll do it. Right. Which I was like, if anybody else's shop do, I would be like, hell no. But since the owner doing it, take it. And she ended up getting the $325 back. Because the girl was not wanting to get a deposit back. But I think she ended up getting a deposit back and the girl got fired. But you got to be professional. This is the thing that gives black businesses a bad name.
Yeah.
Because you don't play with somebody's money like that. Especially if I prepaid.
Because then you always make black businesses look like scammers when you do shit like that. It's the customer service, and you make us all look like scammers. Like we always like flimsy with our money. It was like she probably didn't want to give the money back because
I feel like she spent it already.
Yeah, spent it immediately. She sent it to you a day before. The fuck you.
Right, because I'm like, damn. I was like, just send it back. And she sent it on Cash App. Just send it back.
In a Cash App, that shit gone.
Because she said she got Cash App, Apple Pay, and Zelle. I'm like, I don't like none of that. You ain't got PayPal? Mm-mm. But, when we go to our tattoo, our artist be like, I want cash.
Yeah, he want cash.
And he do a reasonable fucking price.
Which was annoying, but like, I get it. It was whatever.
Shit, we need to go see him again because he actually did really good work. He didn't talk too damn much either. Yeah, she said she wanted a silent tattoo. I was like, that's probably why the girl was mad.
A silent?
Yeah, it's like you do the tattoo, but they don't say shit to you. They don't talk.
Is that what she told her?
It's an option she offered.
What the fuck? I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it was one of the options that she offered for service. Like if you get an Uber and they ask for a silent ride.
Yeah, I never seen that either. But like people always complain. I always end up giving like a star off when they start talking. Yeah, like when I was getting picked up to go to Amazon.
3.75.
Yeah, they'll pick me up and be like, hey, how you doing? How's Amazon? I was like, hey, I'm finna go, so I'm not happy.
Nigga, it's like Amistad.
Yeah, like leave me alone. How long you been there? How long you been living in Vegas?
Why?
Hey, drive.
Like I'm be like, hey, you need some air or some music.
The only one I wanted to talk to was the guy who had the Tesla because I never been in one. I was like, hey,
that was nice.
Yeah, this big ass screen you get there. Yeah. All right. But no, I'm glad she got her money and a tattoo, right?
Oh, she getting a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
You know she do EMS, so she can't just run the fuck off.
But like I said, I don't know exactly how I'm gonna put this this voicemail.
I think we'll just do it as a separate, like bonus, like episode.
Because I don't want her to think like, okay, we like pushed her voicemail to the side. Because I'm thinking about just putting the whole thing at the end of this episode because it's so big, so that people and without editing it, so people can have the chance to actually listen to the whole thing, or even. I gotta find it. Like,
at the end.
I gotta edit that part out. Damn, it's more work.
Oh, but you love me.
But okay, just for the sake of this particular episode, this particular voicemail, how long it is, and the details of the situation, I'm gonna put this one voicemail at the end because it's literally 23 minutes long. So just letting you know, just for this one episode. But in the future, you leave a voicemail. Let's keep it like 6 minutes. Yeah, 6 minutes. All right. so I can put it in the front. Because if it's any longer, and
we gonna be clusterfucked and
right. It's already a lot. So just in the future, but for this one anyway. But thanks for calling in again. You always leaving movie reviews. I'm glad you didn't take what I said to heart last episode.
Speaking of movie reviews,
I didn't really watch anything this week.
Baby, whoever made Strays, you should have just paid Jordan Peele to direct your shit. Because you tried. You made an attempt.
I mean,
I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
British.
It's not even that. It's just the way it ended.
I mean, you don't need a good
stuff.
Triumphant ending. Sometimes you just be like, all right, fuck it. This is it.
Can you pause?
No.
Why not?
Because it's gonna glitch.
What, Mo? What, babe? We're recording. What's up?
42 minutes.
Babe, tell me what you need. I'll bring you some cough medicine. We about to finish, okay? And I'll be right there. Bye. I ain't worried about her.
Drama.
Yeah, I'm finna give her this goddamn melatonin and cough medicine. She finna feel real good.
Didn't you say somebody recommended it to us? The Strays?
No, it was a TikTok recommendation.
No, Lord.
You know I like horror noir, but that wasn't it. It was more psychological thriller.
Yeah, it was more just trauma, and nobody got murdered.
If they had started killing people, it might have been a little more. Well, no, the dad.
No, I wasn't really paying attention. So
he dropped a weight set on his neck.
Oh.
It cracked. But, it's like they wouldn't commit to the racial point of it. They was like skirting around
everybody was mixed in that damn show.
Huh?
It wasn't everybody mixed.
Except the black kids.
Yeah.
And the white people.
Mm-mm.
She kept scratching us. I wanted to beat her ass.
I mean, wasn't that as part of like the...
It was a nervous tick.
Yeah. But the whole premise of the movie was basically...
I abandoned my children because I was tired of their black father beating my androgynous ass. Then I met a white man and had even more androgynous children that I denied of their black heritage. And then my black children came back to find me. And, well, my white life was ruined. And I said, fuck all 4 of the kids and ran away.
And that's that's basically the whole movie. And the one thing, it was in the middle because I had you pause it. When her first 2 kids found her, right?
I think
black kids found her and confronted her because she abandoned them.
I think why they found her is because she abandoned them, and then she gave them to her sister, and the sister abandoned them. So they were abandoned several times because
maybe they the problem. Huh? Have they thought about that?
And then they had to go back to their daddy who was beating everybody ass. So.
If two sets of people
But
gave
I
up,
kind of like, it's a trope where women be running off leaving like, your daddy was beating me, so I had to leave y'all with him. Bitch, no. Take me too.
right?
Drop me off at McDonald's. It's a safe place.
But then the two first kids confronted her.
Carl and Dion.
Yeah, and she was like, "Well, I don't want to deal with this. Here's some money."
Well, no, the crazy shit. No, that ain't even when she did it. She kept seeing them, but she never acknowledged them. And then the daughter invited, the original kids to this gala, and she nutted up and acted a fool. And then she tried to bomb off 20,000. Bitch, you gonna have to give me at least 50. Talking about divided amongst yourselves.
I think didn't you? I thought she gave 20.
No, she gave them 10 each.
I mean, look at it. Like I told you.
Let me see what this shit.
One thing what I always found kind of annoying, right? The kids went out their way to try to find her. I guess to like rehash with her or something like that, but still be so angry at them that they don't really want their parents in their life because they abandoned them. Well, the parent gave you some money to fuck off. Why?
Okay, so she gave them $24,000 in American money, so they had to divide that into two.
It's $12,000, so it's not that bad.
She told him to go get an apartment with it.
I'll just leave it at that. It's like you know this person don't want to deal with you. Why put all this energy and you got paid a little bit?
No, I think the reason they were mad at her because they thought she was dead.
No,
because she's like, yeah, I'm going out to the hairdresser. I'll be back, and they thought she was dead. And then they saw her in the newspaper, and they're like, oh, this bitch ain't dead.
They still make profit, I'll say. I don't know. I guess I never had a parent abandon me besides death. But I did that was involuntary. So
let me take a sip of this drink.
Trust me. But look, if my dad popped up out of nowhere, I'd be like, I wouldn't really be mad. It's like, that's weird. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Like, so where's my money, bro?
So where you been? Where you been, Tupac?
More siblings.
Where the fuck you at, Tupac? Huh? I got some Reddits if we done with this movie.
Yeah, it's all right. 2.5. Once we finish this, I gotta go pick up this shit from Walmart.
Yeah. I'll leave it. I'll just leave it at this one then. Oh, Reddit. So since nobody sent in the worst date thing, right? So I looked it up on Reddit. So I read a few comments on Reddit. What was your worst date? This first one, it's not really that bad. I order water. She ordered a Coke. When a waiter left, she burst into tears, saying that her and her ex-boyfriend used to get the same thing. Okay. After that, she was inconsolable and thought I was going to ditch her when she went to the bathroom. She then tried to get me to go get her nipples pierced at the mall next to the restaurant we were in.
What the fuck?
Poor man.
But she feel bad.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, terrible.
Nipples pierced though? Mm-hmm. On the first date? You ain't get no ass. You get them nipples pierced.
In college, we were supposed to have a coffee date. He arrived late. The conversation was torture because he didn't want to talk. He looked distracted. I asked him why. He said his buddies were drinking in his dorm and he wanted to go drink with them. I said,
why
cool.
the fuck you come out here, bitch?
I said, cool. You don't have to stay. He left. And then the anime thing she kept going, right? Actually, that wasn't the worst. The worst was the dinner date I had at Applebee's or a similar place. My date could not, for even a moment, stop talking about Dragon Ball Z. We were both about 20 years old. I didn't get to say anything. Shame because he was super handsome.
Lord have mercy.
I can read one more and we kind of wrap it up. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Because I didn't read these before.
Give us one more.
Guy took me to see his dying grandmother. That was the first good.
Thank you for listening. This has been episode 41 of A Couple.
Yeah, like I said, voicemail, send a text, man. You can send in your worst dates as well. We'll read them. Yeah,
he was trying to get some pity pussy.
I mean, it was a lot of. It's a pretty big paragraph. But that was a good start.
We're done.
Hey, you want to see a dead body? Anyway, thanks for listening to a couple of Blerdz, episode 41.
I am Val Judah.
I am regular ass George. And that's the show. Leave a voicemail, send a text message, and your worst dates, 725-999-2704. Like I said earlier, we're going to end the show with the voicemail in entirety. So
it's all right.
Even though we kind of explained what's going on, but you want to hear it from... the horse. Yeah, I was just about to say that, but I was like, is that going to take off weird? But, but there you go. Enjoy.
23 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, there you go.
Tattoo solid. Bye.
Peace out.
I got some bill from Raceway.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
All right, here we go. About this goddamn tattoo that I didn't even get. Oh my God. Okay, so the end of December, I reach out, I say, hey, this is what I want. I want to see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil on my arm. But I say specifically, I emphasize, I do not want the typical, the basic, the skulls. I don't want the baby. I want the angel. I don't want the little Buddha. I don't want none of that. She's like, okay, that's perfectly fine. What did you have in mind to, do that? I'm like, I found this picture on Pinterest that's fairly close to what I kind of want. It's so beautiful. All it needs is a few minor changes. In my mind, it's a few minor changes. But I guess it was too much to her. So I say, hey, can you just, change this, change that, change the flowers, add a curl. Can you do that? She's like, of course. Of course. Anything for the client. I'm just, oh my God, this is such a great process. She's so professional. I'm going to love it here. I'm getting my hopes up for whatever reason. So she's like, it's going to be $500. It's going to be $175 for the deposit, $325 for the rest of the tattoo. I'm like, great. Here's the deposit. Where do I send it to? I send it. I wait until I get paid and send the rest. I think $325. So at this point, I've already paid my $500 in full because I want to walk in, have a silent appointment because she's offers silent appointments. I don't like talking that much. So I say, hey, can I get it? She's like, perfectly fine. Great. Prepaid. All I gotta do is walk in, confirm this was that's who I want. Tip and walk out. Go home, eat, go home, done. Perfectly fine. We get the day planned. We get everything planned. I go ahead and get my hotel because Houston is a long trip. Houston's not close for me. So that's a spend the night trip. So I give me a nice hotel because I'm not staying in no Roach. I'm not staying in no Hilton. I go to the Blossom. I'm fancy. I'm bougie. I like to spoil myself when I can. So if I'm in Houston, I'm at the Blossom. I'm not going to the other ones. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this in comfort. Be happy. Hopes are up for whatever reason. After all that, after we get the picture done and all that, the communication starts slowing down. Replies take longer to come through. They're like, look, I would text at 1. I went here until like 4. I'm like, that's kind of not great customer service. But hey, maybe y'all are both busy. Neither one of y'all can provide clients. Or there's a different client that's asking for you that needs more attention than I do right now. I'm like, it's fine. We still have plenty time to get our tattoo. Like there's so much time left right now. So about February the 8th, we get everything finally squared away. So it took from end of December to February the 8th for us to finally get everything squared away and all the changes, together. I do not hear from these people until the 15th of February, 3 days before my appointment, trying to confirm the appointment. But she's trying to confirm for the wrong day. She's like, okay, so we're good for the 19th at 2. I'm like, the 18th. We did the 18th. She's like, oops, I'm so sorry, a typo. I mean, when I send text messages, I like to read the message and, make sure I'm saying what I want to say. I'm saying the correct things. I guess everyone doesn't do that. I mean, she doesn't, obviously, because she didn't know it was a typo until I corrected her. She's like, oops, I'm so sorry, it's a typo. Okay, great. I'm like, okay, great. Well, I'll still come to the appointment. I'm still there. I'll be there at the 18th at 2. Okay, great. So we get through that. We confirm the address, so I know where to go. Great. This is on the 15th, 3 days before the appointment. Now, in her policy, she says you will get your sketch 1 to 3 days before the appointment. So I'm like, the whole day, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get the sketch. I'm going to see it. I am prepared to show people what I'm getting in my arm. Well, the 15th comes and goes. And I'm like, okay, well, it did say 1 to 3. It's the 3. Maybe I'll get on 2. Day 2 comes around. Nothing. No contact at all. They say nothing to me. I'm like, okay, great. Well, the 17th comes around. The day before the tattoo. 1 day. 1, 2, 3. I should be getting a sketch on the 17th. Should I not? See, let's do some math, people. If my appointment is on the 18th and your policy says you will get a sketch 1 to 3 days before your appointment. Now, I haven't done math in some years, but I know that the 17th is 1 day before the 18th. Am I right? Okay. So I should be getting a sketch on the 17th. Why did at 2:44 p.m. she asks, hey, are you okay with it being a Buddha? Speak no evil, hear no evil. Is that not what I said I specifically do not want? I said I don't want Buddha. I don't want the angels. I don't want the skulls. What I do not want to type into Pinterest, type into Google, type into Facebook, and see iteration of the same thing. I don't want to see that. I don't want that. So why does she send me pictures of other people's tattoos, of other Buddhas, of what I don't want exactly? So I say I don't like the Buddha. So I guess she takes that to say, what do you want? The girl's face, which is what I said. I don't want the girl. I don't want the Buddha, the angels, the bones, the babies. I do not want to type in Pinterest and see the same tattoo I have on my arm. I want different. I want unique. I want original. So I'm trying to be nice. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she realized she could not do the sketch I wanted. Maybe it was too hard for her. So I'm like, I break down and give up. I'm like, okay, I like that one better. I'm like, if this is the direction that we're going in my tattoo, I at least want to like it a little bit. Goddamn. I'm trying to be nice. So she says, oops, I'm sorry. I got you mixed up with a client. What kind of organization skills do you have to get my shit mixed up twice? You got my date wrong, my appointment wrong, and you got my sketch I did wrong. That's twice you've been unorganized. So, you should fix that. So that's kind of like, raising red flags that I'm ignoring. I'm ignoring these red flags because I want to support a black business. I want to support a black woman. This tattoo shop is black owned with only black people in their shop. So I'm thinking, okay, well, that's what you get when dealing with some of these folks, Some people are exactly what folks say with. Some folks is the, late, on time, the attitude. Some folks is just every stereotype. I'm thinking I'm working with a stereotype. I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's just get through this. I'm doing this one tattoo, never with you again. I'm like, let's get through it, go about our life. Now, it is the 17th, still at 7 o'clock. I do not have my sketch. Now, this is 7 o'clock p.m. Not a.m. p.m. 7 o'clock p.m. on the 17th. I still do not have my sketch. I have to reach out after all of that Buddha bullshit for an update. She finally says, I'll get it up. I'll get my tattoo. I'll get the sketch later that night. The tattoo's busy right now. I'm like, okay, great. I wait. At 10 o'clock, I have to reach out again and ask for a sketch. Nothing. She says, I'll be sending it in a few. Now, I don't know about you, but I think a few in the meaning of increments of time is like 3 minutes. 3 to 10 minutes at the most. I know what other folks think. I'm thinking, a couple is 2 minutes. A few is 3. With the cutoff being 10 minutes. 15 is pushing it, but some folks is like that. No. So that on the 18th at 1:30 a.m., we are now into the day of my appointment. At 1:30, I said, can I get the sketch before I go to sleep? Because it's late. I've been up all day. I'm tired. I am exhausted. I want to sleep. I'm like, hey, can I see my sketch before I go to sleep? So if there's any changes, it can be done. And I can walk in, get my tattoo, walk out. Simple. I love simplicity. And this is not being simple right now, so I'm getting angry. And Georgia can tell you, I'm on the phone just pissed. I'm on the phone pissed at this point because I'm mad because I feel like I'm getting scammed because this is some bullshit. She finally sends the sketch at 3:52 a.m. on the 18th. Then my appointment. Mind you, at 1:30, she said that the tattoo artist would be done in 20 minutes and I can make any changes at the appointment time, even if necessary. Now, in your policy, it says no major changes on the day of. I'm like, okay, weird, but great. I'm like, okay, so what if what if I decide, this is not what I want? Let's go a whole different direction. That's a major change, just a little thought process there. But whatever. So she probably sends it at 3 in the morning. Well, 4 in the morning, goddamn. I fell asleep. I'm tired. I wake up at 9 o'clock. I see this atrocity. I'm telling you, looking at the sketch, I'm getting really pissed off. I'm just, because why does it look so bad? It looks photoshopped and not good. It's missing everything that I want. Like it was a second thought. I don't like being a second thought. And this sketch says, oh yeah, we forgot about you. Let's go ahead and throw this together. That's what this tattoo screams to me. So I'll tell her I don't feel comfortable doing this anymore. It's been nice. I'm going to go home. How do I go about being a refund? That's very nice of me. That's very nice of me to say that because I'm pissed. I want to cuss her out. Say, this is the ugliest thing I've seen. What the fuck happened? You've had 2 months for this, and it looks this bad in fact 2 months. I want to cuss her out. But I'm like, you know what? I'm in Houston. I don't got no people up here. Let me get my ass back home. I sent it at 9:08. She finally replies to me at 11:12. I repeat, I texted this at 9:08. She replies at 11:12. It was my fault it didn't get sent. I fell asleep before she sent it to me. Now, if you knew your client had been waiting for her sketch all day, I'm probably annoying her, asking for updates. I've asked for updates, nothing. She's probably annoyed at me right now. At that point. And she's like, I'm so sorry I fell asleep. So, why would you fall asleep if you knew it was coming? Unprofessional, like you guys have been for whatever reason. Anyways, this is like, she's been backed up this month. There's been so many appointments. Let's try to get this fixed. What's wrong? I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm already back home. I'm 3 hours away. I'm gone. I've dipped. I've left. I'm pissed. She's like, okay, well, what's the problem? Tell us what's the problem. We're confused. I'm anxious. Like, what? Like, why? What are you confused about? What's confusing? What are you not understanding? I'm confused. So I'm talking with Jel Judah and my lit friend, and they're like, no, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. You want your refund. Do not be rude, because if you're rude, then you won't get your refund. I'm like, okay, fine. They're like, tell her you got called into work. Tell her you went to work. I'm like, I'll try to go back to work. I'll try again at a later day. And so she says, but you said you were uncomfortable. That's why you left. What's uncomfortable? And then she tries to guilt me. The artist spent a couple hours after a long day at work drawing your sketch for you to be a no-show. If you want to reschedule, just say that. But saying I'm already back home, I won't be coming at 2, does not read that you had to go to work. Well, I'm tired, and it's other folks telling me to be somebody I'm not, because I want to tell you exactly how I feel. I want to tell you how you had me fucked up, where you had me fucked up, when you had me fucked up, so you can know where you fucked up for the next person to not fuck up again. You want somebody like me who's going to be very straightforward with you, so there's no confusion about feelings and all that whatnot. I'm not going to tell you you're doing great when you're not. No, I'm not a liar. I'm not going to lie to you like that. No. At this point, I'm angry. She sends that at 12:30. I'm leaving her on red. I don't want to talk to her. Like 10 minutes later, she sends her, the rest of February schedule. She's like, you have all these days to choose from if you want to reschedule. I don't reply. I don't even open the messages. It's on delivery. It's not even on read. She's like, you can pick a different day, but if you miss that one, there's no refund, and you can't book again because you're going to be blacklisted. I'm like, I don't want to book with y'all. I don't want to be talking to y'all. That's why you're left undelivered. You're not, because I have my red receipts on. I want you to know if I'm ignoring you. If I look at it, I want you to know I saw it, and I don't reply. I want you to know that. So I'm leaving her on delivery. I'm not looking at the shit. I'm not looking at it. I'm not replying. She sends me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages. I didn't write anything. She was like, you can try again, and you can try February, March. I'm like, I'm not available. I don't want to go. Like after all those messages, I said, I'm not available. I don't want to come back. Like, I don't want to work with her at all, because it just seems like after all of it, they gave me the very, very unprofessional, unorganized. I don't want to work with that. I don't want to. So I'm like, I'm going to protect my peace and my skin, because I don't want bad art on my skin. I have to look at that forever. I don't want bad art on my skin. So after she was like, well, you only have 24 hours to reschedule for free. I'm like, you know what? Where's my refund? I say refund. Yes or no, because at this point, I'm done. I'm pissed. I'm like beyond angry. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Like, I am like, I tell my friend, look, I want my money. I don't think she's going to give it freely. I need you to just, work your computer magic, go into her account, and get my refund back. Matter of fact, I said, I want the money for my refund. I want my gas money back, and I want to be reimbursed for my hotel, all from her account, and maybe a little extra for my troubles. He's like, no, we can't do that. But if we don't get it by 10 o'clock, then I will go in there and get your money back. But just the tattoo money. He wouldn't do it all the extra, little bitch. But, I'm like, cool. At least I get something back from all that. So she's just all like, this is so rude of you and inconsiderate. You had this scheduled for like 2 months, and you cancel with a bogus excuse and blah, 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 blah. She said she's willing to reschedule, but, we don't know anymore. You can still make changes if you want to. You can come back tomorrow. Bitch, I live damn near 3 hours away. I'm not making multiple Houston trips in a week. No.
I don't like doing that for work. Why would I do it for pleasure? No. So, this bitch has the nerve to call me rude. She has the nerve to call me rude after I asked for a refund. She's like, what do you want back? It's been, all this. That's very rude. I lose it. I almost run my car into the back of a diesel because I'm pissed. I almost killed everybody on the highway. I'm done. I'm done with it. So I tell that Judah she got the screenshot. She is actively getting these screenshots as she's texting me. Judah's getting these screenshots. So we just sitting here like she's trying to calm me down. I'm on 10. I'm on go. I'm like, look, take me. I will take that time. I will do it. Cause y'all don't understand how angry I was at this. Cause when I don't play by my money. I don't know who does, but I know I don't. I don't play by my money. I spent probably for the tattoo, hotel. I took off work to be here. It was hard getting off work, goddamn. I could not find any coverage because nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. So after she called me rude, I give her a play-by-play. And I don't type paragraphs. I type mainly like, 1 or 2 sentences. I don't type paragraphs. I type this bitch a whole biography of how I had every chance to be rude at all of her fuck-ups, and I didn't. I give her all that. And it takes her a full 30 minutes to think of her reply. Now, mind you, in this time, I had already given the number to my little friend to go and, hack her shit. So I guess he was talking to her too. Trying to, get the story. At least he, try his little charm or whatever. He has no charm. He has no game. Whatever he thought he was doing, it did not work. So she sends this long ass paragraph saying whatever. I still haven't read the damn thing yet. This is on the 18th. It is now March. I still do not know what her long ass message says because I'm not reading that shit. Fuck the bitch. I'm like, you know what? I said, tell her. I told my friend, tell her if I don't have my money by 10 o'clock tonight, it's going to be some problems. I told him, go in her account, get my money back, and then we're going to be done with it. I don't want to work with this bitch ever again. I don't want to work with her. I don't want to talk with her. Nothing. He's like, bet. 10 o'clock comes, nothing. Midnight comes, nothing. The next morning, I'm still very, very, very angry. So I found her boss and the owner. And I emailed them everything, screenshots and all for proof. This bitch is fired. And now the owner will do me a free tattoo of my choosing if I decide to go back. So if I do go back, I'm going to get a full back piece for free because that's some bullshit. And I got my refund. My little friend went in there and got my money, and I got a free tattoo. But if y'all is ever in Houston trying to get a tattoo, do not go to the bitch with the dimple piercings and half an eyebrow. Don't do it. She don't do it. She's not great. She's unorganized, unprofessional. Don't do it. Save yourself, save your peace, save your money. Do not do it.